us of the last time. So quickly, I'll just continue with the next stories, but I'll pick it from where we stop. Now, he told me he was attending a friend wedding out of town, and that partners weren't invited. I believed him. Later that evening, his cousin posted a group photo from the wedding on Facebook. Wow, he actually went for a wedding. Oh, damn. Now, later that evening, his cousin posted a group photo from the wedding on Facebook. There he was, standing beside a woman, arm wrapped around her waist, both of them smiling like they planned that post in advance. Hmm. The caption read, "Cutest couple of the night." This is so heartbreaking. Like, guys, for you to find out that your own partner, spouse, got married and you're just finding out on social media, you can imagine how heartbreaking that is going to be for that woman. And these are not fairy tales, these are real stories happening. We have seen some, we read some on internet, some DMs and the rest. These are not cook up stories. They are happening. Things are happening, guys. These are happening. We think these are all fabric. They are not all fabric. They are not fabricated stories at all. These are stories that happen. Like a guy will leave. They are married. A married man will leave their wife and kids in a state, then go ahead to another state to have another wedding and start a new family, and the other woman at home will know nothing about it except by grace. Maybe somebody in the family, maybe she's good to somebody in the family, could be the brother or sister or even mother of the the husband, that will just know that, oh, this woman is not like this, she doesn't need to be treated this way. Could be a distant cousin that will just say, hey woman, this is what is going on behind your back. We've seen stories like this, guys. It's not it's not um it's not a fairy tale stuff, it's not a cook up stories and all the rest. These are stories, these are real life stories that happen, that people that you can that will give uh younger generations or people that are yet to marry, that will give you insight into things that can happen in a marriage. Nobody pray for bad thing, nobody pray that your relationship will not work out and the rest, but there are some times that you just need to be at alert. So when something happens to you, you are not shocked. Even if you will be pained, the shock will, that you already have a shock absorber, you know the pains will not come to you as a shock, and that will just take you unaware. So these are why we need to bring out these stories. This is why we bring out these stories, that people would know, people will have idea of what can happen even in that relationship that you think you've spent so much year, you have sacrificed a lot, so this and this and this cannot happen. My dear, there's nothing that cannot happen. Even in marriages, a lot are happening. A lot that a man will leave his own home, his state, go to as far as 3 4 states far from their home to get married to a new woman, and the woman at home will know nothing about it. So these are not fabricated stories, they are stories that are happening and we are seeing. So he left the home just to go to another state to get married. Now the wife is not even just knowing by some family members maybe calling her. She knew on social media. You can imagine how heartbreaking and how painful it's going to be to know that your own spouse is not your own boyfriend, though, like you have children for, got married, and you discover on social media. You can imagine how emotionally heartbreaking, mentally disturbing it will be for such women. So these are stories that are happening, and women need to come out and speak more of it. Some even stay in the marriage because of what the society will say. Some will be, they will be especially in this part of the world, they don't believe that women should leave if your husband did such. You are not the only one that their husband will get married for. But fine, it happens. But why do I have to know through social media? Is that not it's very disrespectful that you went behind my back to get married. Now you are not bold enough to say, babe, I've done some mistake, though it's not a mistake, but that is the pre-planned decision. These are what and what has happened. Then you are somebody posted it, the wife at home have to know through social media how heartbreaking, how painful that will be, how mentally disturbed you think that woman. Please guys, I need your comment, I need your thought on this. Now I sleepily commented under the post, he has a wife at home. Then I turned off my phone and went to sleep in peace. You can imagine. I would imagine what kind of heartbreak the woman will be going through in the night. She only replied under the message she saw on Facebook that he has a wife at home. You can imagine, guys. Please, what are your thoughts on that? What do you think the woman she's asking now? What do you think she can do? She's asking for opinion. In my own opinion, no, don't let me say it. I just want you guys to say it. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Leave them down in the comment section. Then we'll quickly go to the next stories here. Now, he said he was going away for a work seminar on my birthday. Now, I told myself not to be upset. Business is business, okay? Now, on the morning of my birthday at exactly 6:14 a.m., I got a DM from a stranger. It was a video him in a club hugging a woman while people around them sang happy birthday to her. Can you imagine? Your own spouse have a birthday, you say you are going on a seminar. Now a video is flying all around where you are wishing some other woman happy birthday while your own wife is at home. Now he mixed my birthday to attend hers. I did not reply to the DM. I just packed my bags before he came back and left a note that simply said, enjoy your seminar. That's it. No long talk, because many will still want to stay and listen to the lies they are going to come home and say. Many will still want to listen. So this is just like I always say sometimes, that you don't, sometimes your silence is your power. Especially when you don't even ask them any explanation. Most time they will feel that guilt, that pain, when they know you know what they did, but you silently just left for your mental health. You silently just leave for your mental health. The next year said one day while he was sleeping, his phone kept vibrating. I ignored it at first until I saw a girl name pop up over and over. Then a voice note came in. I pressed play and I heard, and what I heard was, baby, when are you telling her about us? Can you imagine? Now I didn't wake him, I didn't shout. I just quietly packed a small bag, walked out of the house, and never came back. Sometimes one voice note is enough to erase huh, years of memories, for you to destroy many years of memories you have with your loved ones. Just for someone you met say, within few weeks or few months, and you just throw away everything in a twinkle of an eye. So sometimes I will just look at some situations, or some men or women too, but mostly it's fall to one side to more than the other. You have some where we've been married for 14 years, married for 20 years, and what happened? Like they just switch. Then the next thing you see that the man is doing that, forgetting every memories, and you just be wondering what could have happened. The woman will become, sometimes some women blame themselves, maybe they are not doing enough, maybe, but most times me, I know that when I always know that if you are not the one that go ahead to disrespect your vow, then you are not the problem. Definitely there will be problem at home, but that's why we are two. Bible said two heads are better than one. If there's problem at home, going outside will not give you the solution. Looking for someone else to tell the problem rather than staying home to find out what the problem is will not solve the problem. So I think, especially for couples that have spent years, and you just throw away your children happiness, your spouse that has been there for you, they throw, you just damn every memories and just go for a new relationship. You don't even know what will happen, because most times most of them come back to regret their actions. Those years of labor they throw away, they came back to realize that they've made a huge mistake, a very big mistakes. So guys, I will need us to leave your thoughts on under the comment section for these beautiful ladies all around the globe, sharing their thoughts, sharing their experience, sharing their pains, and telling women that things are happening, but nevertheless, regardless, we move, we survive. Okay, now the last one here was saying, I was sitting right beside him when his phone rang. Now he looked at the screen, panicked, and pressed declined. Okay, the name on the screen, my everything. I didn't say anything. A few minutes later, I excused myself, went to the bedroom, and called the number from my phone. Now she picked on the first ring and said, "Hey babe, you have finally changed your number." Wow. I replied, "No, I'm not with him. I'm the woman he comes home to." And I ended the call. He came into the room and asked why I look upset. I said, "Wrong number, very wrong number." He told you picked the call outside and told the woman wrong number. So after the wife died the number, she found out that it was the other woman that called. And when he came in, was they was like, there's this innocent, they already know what they did, but at the end they will still want, like, just want to know if the depth of what you know. Now in coming in to ask, why do you look upset, I believe he knew what has happened. He knew why the woman is upset, why her contents, her body language have changed, but they will still go ahead. That's to tell you how emotionally they can twist. And at the end, some women will come up with, maybe I wasn't the one, maybe I am the problem, maybe I wasn't the one not giving too much, maybe I am the one that is at fault, is my fault. That some women even blame themselves for their husband cheating on them. Can you beat that? Yes, because some men are emotionally, brainwashed, some that whatever happens, they are the problem. Whatever situation the relationship find themselves, the woman is and the society too is not helping matters. Why I say so is that in this part of the world, women are they believe that women should be one, the prayer warrior, the cook, the chef, the cleaner, the one that must make sure that everything is perfect. They leave little or no nothing for the men to do, because they believe that in our days, in our mother's day, they are the one that did that, they are the one that did it. But I'll tell you, these mothers, they went through a lot that they were not able to say, all because of their children. Now what is different in this modern world is that women are now coming out now to speak out. Because in our grandmothers days, they don't speak out like now, because many are not, learned. And even as they are not learned, they have, not that they don't have the capacity to think, they are very intelligent women, because they know that most stay because of their kids. Most say because they know that if they should leave, maybe their kids are going to, be taken from them. Then it's not easy to go with your kids then, because men have most time the upper hands. Most times they have the point. So women are coming out now, and they have what we call equality. There's a lot of enlightenment, how men should allow the wife to see the kids even while they are separated, that both should have access, not one. So then there are a lot of things that our mothers there can do, that we, like modern women now, can do, because there's a lot of enlightenment. The literacy then is not something you can compare, because there is high level of literacy now, that women know that I don't need to buckle up everything within me. I can speak up while I get help. So these are women speaking up, saying their mind, saying their truth, because they believe that it didn't begin. Hello, thank you so much. Wong, I love you too. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. I no, so there is a lot of enlightenment, and the women are knowing that, okay, if I should speak up, there is a society out there that will not judge me, that will not say, no, you are the one that should have make sure the relationship work. You didn't do much. You are So women know that there's a help there. There's help there for me when I come out and speak my truth, that this is what I've been going up in my relationship and all the rest. Mm, thank you. Yes, I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria. I'm Fumi from Nigeria. Wong from Indonesia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wong. Wong. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that name very well. I'm from Nigeria. So thank you for tuning in. So these are stories, they are not fairy tales, stories of how many women are endured in marriages, and why modern men should do better now than our fathers, did in the past. So we have said a lot today. We've said a lot about how relationship should be, and what are the red flags, and how women have endured lot in many marriages. So there, and how some just throw away many years of memories, all for new relationship that most don't even know how it's gonna end. Then quickly we go to the last batch here, the last story that came in for this week. Now we go to the next one. The next one said he always spent all we always spent all the day together. Now last Christmas, he claimed he was visiting his sick uncle. He sent me a picture of hospital hallway as an evidence. Now he sent me, okay, later I saw the full version. It was cropped to hide the woman behind him. So this is another heartbreaking love stories, where a guy, sorry, the spouse lied to the woman about an uncle that is sick, and even went ahead to snap an hospital hallway, only for the woman to discover that it was actually a cropped photo to hide the woman that was behind him. You can imagine how emotionally down such women will be. But one thing I always tell women around the world that faces this thing, as someone that has been in their shoes, is to always know that they are not the fault. They are not the one at fault. They are more than enough. They are not less than human. For their relationship not to work out, they are not the one that should have done better. Especially for women that have tried their best. Underline that word that I said. I be mark that word that I said. Women that have tried, because I know some women too are not 100% innocent of all these things that I'm saying. As it is for men, it's also for women. So women too are not so patient enough, and they might be the one too at fault. But I'm saying in this in the context whereby the women did enough, they did their best, but yet the relationship don't work, they should know that they are not the one at fault. You're definitely not the one that has the problem. Your partner is the one that went all out to defile and disrespect your vows, your disrespect your matrimonial so you shouldn't be the one paying the price. So rather than wallowing in pains and the regret all the days of your life, you just have to pick up your pieces and forge ahead and move on, especially if kids are already involved, because you need to be strong for the kids. They are not the one that they are not the problem. They didn't ask that you people should have problems. So you should not drag the kids into your problem. So you need to make sure that your mental health state is also intact, so your kids will not be affected, both for the man and for the women. We should always have at the back of our mind the welfare of those kids that we brought into the world, but they didn't ask that we should bring them. We brought them, so we are they are responsibility. So whatever decision we are going to take that is going to affect them, we should think twice before doing that. Both vice versa, both men and women. Yeah. Now the next one said he was he always wore his wedding ring. Now one day it was gone. Then he said it was getting resized. Now 2 weeks later I saw it on a chain around her neck. This is high level of disrespect. Like, this is your wedding ring, is your bound that bound both you and your spouse together. So imagine how so disrespectful it would be if you could give that out to a stranger, to the level that they have to wear it around their neck for your own spouse to see. Imagine that kind of level of emotional distress someone can go through when you see your own wedding band all around a stranger because your spouse gave it out to them, came home and lied to you that he, they wanted to resize it. So what are your thoughts? There, I need to see some because I'm also learning here. I'm also learning, so I want you to put your thoughts down in the comment section for me, guys. I would love to read your reply, your response under the comment section. The next one said, he said he said the office Christmas party was employee alone. I later saw the event photo online. Like, all this about online, like, you the truth always come online. Like, you be home and you just see everything online. Like, I will always want to think that how, like, what situation, like, what state would such spouse be when you find some spouse will find out that their spouse has gone to other states to get married. So we'll just see the pictures online and the rest. What an heartbreaking situation. Like, if you're not strong emotionally, most men don't, or women, yes, men and women, most don't come out of it. Their emotional ability to do things will just be crumbled. No, some even go ahead as far as not trusting love again and not trusting no one again because they are emotionally damaged, like seriously damaged. Now, this one says, when I married my husband, I already know he had a child from a previous relationship. Now, I respected that and even welcomed his daughter into my life. What I didn't expect was how involved his baby mama would be. At first, it was the normal co-parenting stuff, picking pickups, school runs, holidays. But then he started calling him late at night. She started calling him late at night just to talk about their daughter. Sometimes their call lasted an hour. You see, one day I walked into the living room and found out that they were laughing on FaceTime while I was cooking dinner. I pulled him aside. I asked, I said I was uncomfortable, of course. Now, he promised to set boundaries. 2 days later, I saw a message pop up on his phone. I miss how we used to be. This is an ex, somebody you've said you don't want again, but you will never leave them alone in their new relationship. Why? I think this is another topic we need to treat. Why do ex come back? Just to come and spoil their new spouse relationship. This happens vice versa. We see the man going to the woman again after they have divorced and the rest, or you see the woman running to the man again after they have divorced, and both partners are already in new relationship. Now, look at the amount of emotional distress they are going to put the innocent spouse, the one that they they plainly went to meet now. Why put people through emotional stress when you guys know you are not done with each other? Now, he said, I pulled him aside and I said I was uncomfortable, and he promised to set boundaries. Now, 2 days later, I saw a message pop up on his phone. I miss how we used to be. My heart literally dropped. I asked him if something was going on between them. He swore it was just friendly. Now, I kept quiet until the afternoon. I saw them sitting together in his car. Now, in his car, parked in a quiet corner near our apartment. They were holding hands. I stood there frozen. He jumped out when he saw me, trying to explain, but the truth was already clear. He didn't just have a baby with her, he still had a piece of his heart with her too. So this make me wonder, why will you say you are, if you are an remain ex, stay where you are, rather than coming to destroy relationship. You could not endure whatever situation you guys were in then. So what changed? What changed that you are now coming back now to destroy the new home, the new family they are trying to build now? I think maybe some else, maybe they just want to do it to get back at each other, or not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think, to me, I think for you to say you are an ex, then you should remain there. Remain an ex. Stay where you are. Don't come and destroy new relationship. Lives. Guys, what do you think? Should an ex remain because especially ex that there's children between them. I think most times their new relationship, they always have issue with the old relationship coming to affect the new one. Or don't you think so? I need your thought on that. Please let me have your thought on that. I also want to learn. Now, yes says he said he was going to visit his cousin. It was a it was just a quick weekend trip, and he'll be back by Sunday evening. I didn't think much of it. I even helped him pack his bag. He kissed me goodbye, told me to relax and enjoy the weekend, and drove off. Saturday morning felt strange without him. I made coffee, sat by the window, and scrolled through my phone. Hours passed. Then I sent him a good morning text. It stayed undelivered. No reply. By afternoon, I tried calling him. No answer. Another call straight went to voicemail. I told myself maybe he was busy with family. Since he said he's going to visit family, maybe his phone died. But then Sunday came. That is 3 days. He hasn't called. No, I'm there, honey. Thank you, and the rest. Okay. Now, but then Sunday came, and there was still nothing. Now, at 5:42 p.m., he finally texted, "Hey, sorry, bad signal there. Yeah, I will explain when I get back." No emoji, just cold word on the screen, like no nothing. No, I'm sorry, it's been 2 days that I have not called, that I left home, but please, I'll explain better when I get home. There was no service, or just cold message. Now, when he came home that night, his bag looked lighter, different. There was a faint perfume on his jacket, not mine, but his cousin wife either. He smiled in that tired, fake way. Gave me a one-arm hug and headed straight to the shower. Later, while folding laundry, I found something in his jacket, a receipt from a beach resort 2 hours away from where his cousin lived. It was dated Saturday evening. 2 meals, 2 drinks, one dessert, with a heart drawn by the waiter. I didn't confront him right away. Instead, I tucked the receipt into his journal. A quiet piece of evidence I could put out if I ever needed the truth to stare back at him. Oh, I had a I'm coming, guys. Please, I'll be with you guys in a bit. I'll be with you guys in a bit. Okay, I think I'll be with you guys in a bit. So sorry about that. I think somebody's okay. There's a visitor. I gotta place it. There's no light here, guys. So I'm by the window doing some stuff. Let me write comment.